I think this is probably gonna be my last one. I never want to do this again. Fucking.
I gotta go. Anyways, I'm going out.
I'm selling everything for 100,000.
And there's not a... Oh, there is a sword and shield there. Maybe. Maybe. There's also a Gunlance. Oh! There's the Kjárr Buster Bomber. Right there.
So wait. Your last one ever is when you get it? Just like last time?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Son of a bitch.
Dude. Shields up, Iron Breakers. Rurikhan here, coming at you with another video. Welcome back to Monster Hunter World. And as you guys have no doubt seen by the intro, I was actually able to get the Kjárr Buster Bomber. And interestingly enough, it was kind of like the first time that Kulve Taroth came around, and where I basically farmed her whenever I was able to, but only on the very last day, on my very last try, was I able to get the Taroth Buster Bomber. But anyway, as kind of a celebration for me being able to get this particularly nice weapon, I figured, you know what, let's do another update on the FACEBUSTER build. This time around, we're going to be calling it the Kjárr FACEBUSTER. It's almost like a pirate FACEBUSTER build type of situation. Anyway, as it's going to be pretty obvious, the weapon on the build is going to be the Kjárr Buster Bomber. As you guys can see it right here, it's got 414 attack, which doesn't really matter all that much. The biggest improvement over the regular Buster Bomber, in my opinion, is that it's got a little bit more sharpness. Sure, it's got a bit more blast, which means you're going to get a couple more blast procs, particularly if you take into consideration the critical status on it. But at the same time, I'm not really going after affinity, but it does have positive affinity as well. So every now and then you will crit, every now and then you will get a couple more blast procs. But we all know that this particular build is all about the wide shelling level 4. So this build can be used with any wide shelling gun lance that you want. Naturally, the higher the shelling level, the better. So if you have a wide shelling gun lance level 4, this is a build that you can go ahead and do. Anyway, I naturally augmented it with health regen because this is a naturally tanky build, so therefore that's kind of like the augmentation that we go for. Now, in terms of decorations, on the Kjárr Buster Bomber itself, we put in a Vitality Jewel. You guys will see why when we get to the bottom of the build. But then on the armor, we have Empress Crown Alpha, and it's got a Destroyer Jewel and an Artillery Jewel. And before you guys kick my balls on the Destroyer Jewel, wait until the end of the build, because I'll tell you guys a little bit more as to why that is there and what else you can do with it. Anyway, then we have another thing that comes with the Empress Crown Alpha is also that sweet Evade Extender level 2 that I kind of really like. And also Tool Specialist level 1, because we are going to have maximum Tool Specialist on this build. Then we got the Empress Male Gamma. Now, the main reason we're going after this is naturally because of the earplugs, because I like having earplugs. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I can block with the Gunlance and whatever. Yeah, while you're blocking, I'm doing a Wyvern's Fire, okay? So, whatever. If you want to stay there and block and you're perfect at blocking, that's fine. Don't use the earplugs, use something else. Anyway, continuing onwards, we then put an earplug jewel in there naturally. We got the Zora Claws Gamma, going to bring in a little bit more earplugs to finish out the build with a Destroyer Jewel and an Artillery Jewel. And I know you guys are going to be like smacking off like, oh, Destroyer Jewels, we'll talk about that. Then Empress Coil Alpha with the remaining Tool Specialist, and also coming in with 1 blast attack. Not really mandatory, but it is kind of cool to have that additional blast in there if you want to have it. And then finally, on there we put Destroyer Jewel, Artillery Jewel, and the Empress Greaves Beta, coming in with 2 health boost and a Shield Jewel, as well as a Jumping Jewel. And then you wrap everything up with an Ironside Charm level 3 to give you a decent amount of guard. Now, here's the thing. If you don't have 3 Artillery Jewels, like I didn't have a long time ago, maybe you have 3 Ironside Jewels, or if you don't, then you are going to be in a tough spot. But basically, you can swap around the Ironside Charm for an Artillery Charm, then you can swap the Artillery Jewels for Ironside Jewels. Either way, I would definitely advise you to, at the very least, get level 3 Artillery. If you need a sacrifice on the Ironside, then sacrifice on the block, but it would be really cool to get that 3 block in there as well, because it makes the build that much more satisfying to play. Now, as I said, there are 3 Destroyer Jewels on this build. Now, the reason I use Destroyer Jewels is because the faster you break monster parts, it does not actually contribute to a faster kill, but it does feel pretty satisfying to burst those parts, and whenever you do break those parts down, you are going to get flinch effects on the monsters, which does give you openings to keep on attacking and doing whatever the hell you want to do, just shell non-stop in their faces. And it just feels good, okay? But if you want to use this against Arch-Tempered monsters, you have a couple of choices in here, in which basically you can remove the 3 Destroyer Jewels and you can put in whatever you want to compensate for the Arch-Temperedness of that monster. So, for instance, this is not a build that I would probably use against Arch-Tempered Kjárr. I'd probably go with the rubber boots for that, but either way, if you want to go against Arch-Tempered Valazak, you replace the Destroyer Jewels with Effluvia Jewels. Boom! Effluvia resistance, you're good to go. If you want to face off against Arch-Tempered Teostra, you replace the Destroyer Jewels with the Standfast Jewels, so that you have stun immunity, which is one of the most important things if you're facing off against Arch-Tempered Teostra, in my personal opinion. If you're facing off against Arch-Tempered Lunastra, you remove the Destroyer Jewels and you can put Fire Resistance Jewels, or whatever you want. Basically what I'm saying is that the Destroyer Jewels afford you a certain degree of flexibility. You basically replace them with whatever the hell you want, and you can do whatever the hell you want with this build, essentially. And it's pretty friggin' solid in my opinion. Now, when you look at the finalized build, you will notice that you got Earplugs level 5, Tool Specialist level 3, Health Boost level 3, Part Breaker level 3, which, like I said, you can replace for other skills that you would rather have. Artillery level 3, Evade Extender level 3, because it makes you so much more mobile. It's so good. Anyway, Guard level 3, Blast Attack level 1, Guard up so that you can block everything. That means friggin' Valazak's Breath Attack if you want to. You can block Teostra's Ultimate Nova if you want to. You can block Kushala's like special wind cannon thing that he does. It's pretty friggin' good. Then you got also critical status in there, which will get you a couple more blast procs. And do not forget, you also have 4 pieces of Lunastra, thus granting you stamina cap up so you can block for longer periods of time if such a thing is necessary, as well as Mind's Eye Ballistic, which means your poke is never going to bounce. And as you know, if you're using something like wide shelling, you're going to be using the poke to reposition yourself a lot, and therefore it not bouncing is actually pretty useful. So this is like my update to the whole FACEBUSTER build. The last FACEBUSTER builds that I did, I was always trying to get that 3-piece Valhazak set bonus, and I kind of feel like I've grown out of that. It's not that advantageous when you start getting on the Arch-Tempered level, because quite simply they deal so much damage that it doesn't matter if you're slowly regenning behind the shield, you're still gonna die, okay? And also, a lot of the ladder monsters tend to use fire, and as we all know, Valhazak's gear is not particularly fire resistant. Anyways, that is the Kjárr FACEBUSTER build. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember, hit that subscribe button for more, hit the bell notification icon, hit the like button, all that stuff, and comments and feedback in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next one.